They all claim that the rule book is vague and ambiguous. Amazing, since reading the document is probably still on their to-do list. Imagine this same bunch trying to create a list of situations that should be subject to replay. A scary thought. Buck and McCarver still have to learn what a foul tip is. How many times has it been said about the game of baseball, "I've never seen that happen before," which is one reason for its greatness. Now our replay experts, who still are under the impression that obstruction and interference are one of the same, will somehow be able to formulate a list of reviewable plays along with all the possible results emanating from a call which is corrected by replay. I doubt it. In fact, I know it. The non-umpire mind is unable to get beyond the notion that a missed call is unacceptable, even though admitting that the missed call by the umpire only became apparent upon viewing several replays followed by the all-knowing freeze cam. Yet the umpire, who must render an immediate decision on the play, is labeled incompetent by everyone. During Game 4 of the 2009 World Series, Ryan Howard contacted the Yankee catcher George Posada as he attempted to score. Howard did not touch the plate as the ball rolled away and Posada chased after it. The umpire, Mike Everett, delayed briefly, which is proper Major League technique, then made a relaxed safe call when someone else threw the ball to another base. Howard never returned to touch the plate. As umpires know, this now is an appeal play. Of course, if any of the geniuses on the Yankees saw the TV replays and knew the rules, they could have properly appealed. Instead, they did nothing and gave the run to the Phillies. The scary part of this scenario is that ESPN, during their highlights, claimed that replay review would have corrected this missed call by the umpire. Doesn't anyone at ESPN, or anywhere else for that matter, know that missing a base must be appealed by the defense and not by a highlight replay or its ignorant commentator? How about this fairly common yet difficult play? The umpire rules that the pitch touched the batter's uniform, so he correctly awards him first base while returning runners from second to third to their original base at the time of the pitch. Now, replay shows that the pitch never touched the batter. The batting team is now enraged because their runners had advanced when the pitch eluded the catcher, only to be sent back when the ball was ruled dead due to the hit by pitch. The defense argues that they lost any chance to retire a runner because the ball became dead when the pitch, quote, hit the batter. So they had no reason to chase the elusive pitch. Now we have two annoyed teams and millions of TV replay umpires who rant about the umpire's competence. Without replay, play stands as it was called, with one team possibly feeling slighted, but the breaks tend to even themselves out. Phil Cuzzy's missed foul call and Tim McClellan's safe call when Robinson Cano was tagged while off third base ignited the argument for expanded replay and caused every subsequent close call, which we call a banger in umpire jargon, to be replayed in a critically dissecting way. When a caller on the Mike Francessa show in New York explained the problem of placing runners on a foul call that gets changed to fair by replay, Francessa's response was, well, I guess on balls near the foul lines, you'd have to give a ground rule double. Scary thought. Imagine a runner from first who scored easily must now go back to third base because of Francessa's replay rule. But wait, another WFAN rules expert, Richard Neer, stated that the umpires have the authority to give runners more than two bases on a grounds rule double, but they never seem to do so. Hello, Richard. You mean on fan interference the umpire's judgment places the runners? I'm sure you just got that mixed up by accident. The 2009 World Series concluded with no umpire problems, which is the norm. And once again, the crew did an outstanding job. But only other umpires know or care that they did so. Again, the outsiders have nothing to say until the next close call they witness with their fan-like mentality. Even at the GM meetings on November 9th to 12th in Chicago, the only mention of replay by Bud Selig, the commissioner, was simply that he has no plans to expand its use. Good for him. I just hope his reasons include some of the concepts I have attempted to share in this document. My hope is that my fellow umpires have found what I have written here to be interesting and amusing at times, yet only necessary to remind us how little those outsiders know or really care to know about the game from the umpire's perspective. Remember, Major League umpires are the best at what they do, having spent a lifetime getting there. To play the game, umpires are necessary. Replay is not. Thank you and have a great season.